So Cenk Uygur announced yesterday that he is running for the 25th congressional district in California, which was the seat that was represented by Katie Hill until she resigned after her horrid images came out, and she has taken a seat's now vacant. Um, and as of at the time of recording this, I have both donated to Cenk's campaign and I've also signed up as a active volunteer for it. Now, there have been a lot of different comments made by other progressive individuals. You had Kyle Kalinske of Secular Talk predict that presumably he would get bad press attention, and also, in my view, accurately predict it's going to be a very difficult race. I'm of the belief that what's likely going to happen is he's going to see something fairly similar to what they're calling the Bernie blackout, or the handling of Paula Jean Swearengin and her bid to replace Joe Manchin in West Virginia for his Senate seat, where they ignore you completely, like almost if you don't exist. Because the thing about people who are famous online is that because they're not on TV, or if they are, it's a very rarely, they don't really see you as a big deal. Like, oh, TYT has 4 million YouTube subs and actually pays its people who work there, and oh, it's whatever. They're prepared to dismiss him like that, even if it's screwed up, even if it's wrong, even if he has an actual grassroots backing. That's what they do to anyone who's not part of. I'll put it like this: you basically have to be someone who's already held office, or some person who's famous another way. Like, I guarantee you, if Cenk was a rapper, they would they would have articles. You saw what they were doing to. Well, he was an actor. What's that guy's name? I think it was Kid Rock. Was talking about running for something, and they were making all these news articles and treating it like it was a big deal. And oh my God, it's a celebrity running for office. Now, as far as my reason for thinking it's going to be a huge thing, is because you have Democrats who are also going to run against him, a media that's not going to cover him. Again, in my view, that might actually be the case. I'd be very shocked if they even have a single debate. So it's going to be an uphill fight where people who are aware of who he is, like myself, are going to have to go to that district and knock on doors and call people and make them aware of who he is. And I've kind of grown a detesting of a lot of the discourse that go, because if someone wants to ask me what are his positions on issues, I think I could accurately state them, and he has it on his website as well. It's only when you get to things like, does he still reject the Armenian genocide? What about those posts that he had from almost 20 years ago that he had to resign from the Justice Democrats over, huh? When you get to that, I roll my eyes, because I don't see that stuff as mattering enough to really feel the need to sit here and go back and forth in reference to it. But we'll see what happens. I'm very excited that he's actually doing this. I've had a lot of confusion as to why these different commentators, whether they're progressive or conservative, don't run for office more. It's like you have all these ideas. I remember I was watching one of Kyle's clips, and he was mentioning how he wanted to be the person who advocates for an idea versus actually tries to implement it. I don't agree with that. If you believe you know how something should be done, then run for the position. I mean, I'm at a loss for words as to why someone wouldn't. And I do oftentimes say it has to do with money. It has to do with a lack of media interest, because people basically ignore every single campaign that's not a presidential one. Regular people, that is. So I do understand those basic things. But as far as your own ambition and, something like that, it's a lot harder for me to wrap my mind around. So I'll try to, as best I can, to assist this campaign, and we'll just hope for the best.